All right, good morning. Dave Knight here, 123daytrade.com. Today is June 2nd, 2020. Change my calendar. So, I already did the spreadsheet, fixed it up. That's what it looks like this morning. We're at crossroads. Taking into account the highest blues against the highest reds, we're at plus 124, favoring the short early. But we're also in a tiebreaker, so we might need to see one more bar. Probably see it at 8 o'clock as far as that goes. Open was 3556, 3651. We actually reached up and through the 3612 level, which would have been 50% retracement, but there wasn't a lot of volume there. So let's see how that plays out today. So we have a high at 3651, a low at 3528. Open right now at 3556. So that's what we're playing with right now. Trading right at the 50% retracement level. Here's our daily chart looking top down. Looks like the 50% retracement is around 3604. Let's just redo this quickly. Alright, so let's widen this down, see where it is. It says it's at 3596 now. Trying to trade into the gap here. We have the gap. High of the gap is, let's write this down, 36.35, and we've been as high as 36.51. So we went into the gap a little bit, and the closing of the gap is up here, 41.05. Basically a $5 gap here. And then you see your 38.2%, or that can be considered 61.8, depending upon how you're looking at it. But regardless, this is roughly where the 50% level is on the retracement right now. Seems to be the most significant thing that we know. Let's go to the hourly chart. Trading R1. So we were at pivot yesterday. Traded at pivot all the way up until 7. Well, excuse me, that's yesterday. This is the day before. Traded at pivot pretty much the whole day until we sold off it in the early morning. Then we went back through pivot and now up through R1. Notice that trend line right there was holding. Let's hold that on right there. That's probably be a demand area. And then we have our most likely where it could rebound. We also see our 200 bar way down here, 50 bar up here. So there's some possible retracement areas. $15 minutes to 8 right now. Alright, top down, going to 15-minute chart. So what we see here. inside this zone right there. Prior resistance becomes support. See that right here being effective until we pushed up off of it. Actually see a Fibonacci extension here as well. Let's keep that on the charts. There's 100% at 36.68. And let's put one more thing on here. Fibonacci retracement. See where all that is kind of trying to show us right now. 50% brings it back into here, but more importantly, we see this level right there. Very interesting. Around the 30, yeah, closing in on that too. There's a 50% of the extension that we're trading at. It's a lot of lines right now. Alright, this one looks like the most insignificant of the ones so far. Let's get rid of that. I'm just double checking what I see here. Alright, so a possible retracement coming through all this. Down here to pivot. We'll see how that plays out. Let's go to the 10-minute chart. Possible up movement to 36.68 on the extension. Trading right at the 50% extension level. And then we have our 35.58 roughly. That's where prior resistance was, is now support, as we see today. Alright, bunch of different things going on right now. A bunch of, it's actually coming down, but it's, I want to measure this right here. This is what I call a controlled down move right here. Actually, you can, hopefully maybe you'll see it as well. Let me get the screen draw tool out. So we see these bottoms being formed, all very controlled, almost like they're accumulating orders here, 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 and now they're accumulating over here, getting ready to push up at the 8 a.m. mark. All right, looks like how that we're all set up right now. As far as we're going 10 or 11 ticks on the stop. 3P target's 106 today. Honestly, what we really need to see is a tiebreaker bar. Most likely see that at the 8 o'clock mark when the market starts to open up here. So we're about, looks like we're 9 minutes outside of 8. I want to print off my spreadsheet. So I'm going to pause here and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. Don't see anything at the 8 o'clock mark. Don't really see volume. Want to stand aside until I see something. All right, so what we're going to do here, don't like getting involved in this downward movement here because it looks like this move here looks like it's ready to pop up. Might take a shot at around 91 here. Don't really have, I'm gonna have to wait. It's not, we need another red bar here. What I need is a tiebreaker bar to get myself interested in anything right now. I'm just pushing back into this area right here, it looks like. Just be patient, see what we find, be back. Nothing yet. Alright, so what we see here, 702 versus 927, 351 to the blue side, still inside tiebreaker though. I don't know if I like it. I haven't seen anything I like yet. Just haven't seen anything. One thing I can say though is looking at 10-minute chart, you have this trend line. It's been on the charts for a while. Prior resistance becomes support right here, right? So you get through here. gets through that level there, probably coming down. There's your pivot point. Here's what the 10-minute chart looks like overall. The tough short to be in was it's already moved. It's been coming down since roughly what, let's say right around here, started showing more signs of weakness around 520 mark. Makes it difficult to take on the short when it's already been moving. Have some possibility of the market moving. Let's look at the 8 o'clock mark. What's that line about right there? Here's what it looks like on an hourly chart right now. It's moved into this area right here, this congestion area, from a couple days. Expect some demand in this area right here, right? Pushed down a little bit yesterday when we were in it. It came back into it. Nothing clear cut today. I'm going to see something that I think is a little bit clearer. What I can tell you about volume is right now we're 351 to the short side, but it's already moved. So don't see anything I like yet. Not going to trade just to trade though, I'm telling you that right now. This blue bar comes on a low though, that's kind of interesting. Wouldn't mind taking a shot a little above here.
I think the camera turned off in the power.
I don't know, I don't see anything I want to do. Pausing. Alright, so what have we done? We pushed off this low. We're moving up to the 200 bar. This is what I call an anomaly bar. Something that doesn't make sense. One of these things isn't like the others. One of these things just doesn't make sense. So a blue bar and a down move. It's called an anomaly is what I usually call it. And you see the anomaly working out today. For now. Doesn't mean it won't come back down here and knock it out. But right now it's testing. So it might be a possibility to catch it coming back and through. Anyway, so we'll pause and see what we see. Alright, so here's something interesting that popped up. 710. Right there at 831. $2.10. Still in a tiebreaker. Very frustrating. I can see this up move, this anomaly bar right there. I was thinking about trading this anomaly bar to go long. I was looking at it basically right in here. But on the other side of this, I was scared that we were going to go to pivot. So it was like, why is that stopping the market? We can easily come back down here. So I didn't want to take a long right there because the pivot was so close. So when in doubt, stay out, right? So I'm in doubt right now. And my spreadsheet's not giving me any help. It's telling me that I'm in a tiebreaker. I don't want to be short because it's already moved down. And I'm not confident in being long because we're still in a tiebreaker. So when in doubt, stay out. And I am in doubt. So I can't catch the short. I don't have enough proof to be long, in my humble opinion. Therefore, wait. I might miss the whole move back and forth today. Or maybe it'll go up and it'll show a true short signal and come selling off hard too. So let's be patient. Let's see what we see. Right now, all things being equal, looking at volume, highest 3 blues against highest 3 reds still puts us on the short side by 210. But it's in that tiebreaker scenario for me. I see something more. You see the Williams percent R came off the lows and went all the way up to the tops again. Double check to make sure my settings are correct here that I want to show on this chart. 54 and 18 is what I'm going with now. Yep, they're correct. And that coincides with this move right there, crossing back over with the gold line. And up we go. I just didn't see. Then this was the anomaly bar. This is something that doesn't belong. This should have been red. Coming down here, that's an anomaly bar is what I call it when you see something that just doesn't belong.
a blue and a down move just doesn't belong. You'll see it on the other side too. You'll see a red and an up move. So here you see the red and the up move right there. There's the anomaly bar being pressed out. Still don't have enough information on how I'm noticing it. I started seeing the anomaly bar I think sometime last year or 2 years ago. But I don't have enough evidence to trade it, because sometimes this anomaly bar will be a failure bar and it'll continue on down. Just like this up here, you would think that that's a good buy signal and then it'll sell off. So so that's what I made up the tiebreaker rules, because I kept getting caught. So I want to see something greater than 500 on the tiebreaker side here. Get me interested in doing something right now. Otherwise, I'm just trading inside a range at this point. So if we look at this, I'm looking at my 10-minute chart trying to find something. So we had a down movement here. We had an up movement here. We saw this whole movement coming down. I didn't want to get involved in it because we had already reached down in here to what I believed was the demand area. So it might have been a good trade coming out of that demand area. It's looking awful good right now. Sometimes you miss them. At least I do. Pausing.
Alright, so I see my first little area that I want to try out here. Going against the pivot here. I don't believe that this up move is real. And we're going to come back down here. I'm taking a short underneath our diagonal line and the 200 bar SMA. Alright, so what happened there? We get one tick being filled. Yep. Let's move to 82.
All right, going to pause here. If we get filled, I'll be back. If I remove it, I'll be back. Okay, removing. No entry. So if I see anything else, I'll let you know. Right now, nothing. Pausing.
All right, so I think what's more significant than the 50% right now is the gap. This gap that's in here is more significant than the 50% retracement at this point. It really hasn't done anything at the 50% retracement back and forth. So the gap itself, this filling of this gap, I mean, that's kind of the overriding theme right now. Seems to be we've made it so far up right here. If there's anything, I would assume that there would be a 50% retracement coming the other way. So we know where the 50% is. Let's get rid of this for now. If there's anything going on, it's most likely coming back into this range. So a retracement back into 2449, 2136. Interesting. Let's blow this up a little bit. And then you have the gap right here. I mean, this is significant. Just don't see it very often, but we had this gap in the market. And now we're so close to it. Just run up here and fill this gap now. In the near future. Put it up to $41, $42 a barrel. It went up here and it really didn't find anything. So it makes you wonder, where are the stops? So that's your daily view. Obviously that plan coming off the lows here and continued to make a move.
All right, I just don't see anything. I'm just going to wait. Going to sit here and wait. Nothing's looking good to me yet.
All right, we just saw this right here. 701 coming in at 901. All right, makes it 422 now. You know, I'm liking that right now. I'd like to see some evidence that the market is 91's a signal for now. $36.11 is the high right there. Going for the pivot point. 3P target from there is 35.04. Ideally need to hold it above 11. We'll just hold here for now. I don't want to take a huge hit on this trade. Could be wrong on time, right in direction. Could move up to 11. I don't want to take that loss. Either wants to boogie or not. We'll go with a 7-tick stop loss. Okay, that got within 1 of getting us. Let's go to 8. All right, knock this out. $89 to short now. Go back to 91. Wants to come back down and through. back to R1. It's a lot of time it's taken to move up here. 820. Looks like we get underneath 93, we're going to be going. Alright, so we took one trade and took a 9-tick hit. And don't have volume really showing me anything yet. Alright, removing. Hold on. Pause. So at the top of the range here. Actually, let's use this up here. Blow this up and get, we got 3 points of contact coming through here. Definitely. You know what, I'm just struggling so much to get there. And put me down minus 21, it looks like right here. Minus 22, somewhere in that area. Been wrong twice. Once, possibly twice here, it looks like. No, let's release it a little bit. Got a feeling we're going to push a little bit here. Get back to 35.99, then I'll go back a lot lower. I want to see what happens at 11 here. $36.11, $35.04 is a 3p down move again. Got a feeling I'm on the wrong side of this right now. Boy, I'm just struggling to get up here. No trade at all here. Still in a tiebreaker. Patience wore thin, I guess, today. Where did that go? 18. All right, well, at least we know where we're going now. Put us at minus 29, it looks like. Bad trades here. $29 is the total that I could go there. All right, minus 28. So what's frustrating about this market is I believe it's going to sell off. I just don't know where that sell-off is going to happen. I tried to take it on at the 3 points of contact right there and pushing down. I got a little too close to the market there.
Should have probably looked at 35.97 instead of 99 and saved myself something. I tried in here. Alright, so a 2P move is 71 ticks. That's what I'm looking for now. Do not like the idea that I've lost 20 ticks on one trade right now. Should have exited that one a lot sooner. That was actually a bad trade, to be honest. I just was thinking that we would get through here, that this prep right here was the end of the up move based on this volume bar right there, but still it's not above. This looks about as far as it's going to go right here, though. This whole move has been very, very controlled up, but controlled down. Losing money in the middle. All right, 36.26. 3P down move is 35.19. 2P move is 35.55. We're actually after 35.55.
now. One and a half P move down from there is 35.73. Right here. One, two, three, 34 right there. We'll go 35.57 for now. One P move from there, 36.26 is 35.90, so we need to at least see that right here. I just go as far as right there though. We're going to take a 1.5 P target at 73 right now. Okay, let's not take a loss. It's our best chance to short. Now at least we know our total loss on the day. Be about 27, 28 ticks. We want a 1.5 P move here. Pause.
Alright, so what hurt my trading today was taking that 20 tick hit when I should have only taken like maybe a 7 or 8 hit, and I would have had more staying power on this trade. So that hurt more than anything right now. Being down minus 28 ticks on 2, I hurt myself. Because now we had that move back up here, so now we could protect the 18 mark. So if it did come back up there to 18.19, we was like, okay, fine. I really think it's going to sell off for a little bit. It's a long up move going up through here. Took a long time to get up there. $35.03 is the 1, 2, 3 setup there. So this is what I see. Got again 4th time through here. Possibly coming back down into here. We got the pivot point, which is where I'm going to be going for. On this move, I'm going to be going for pivot if it takes me in. So pivot's down at 30, what is that, 35.24. Ten ticks away from 35.24. Go 5 ticks away is 29. 35.29. 74 ticks. 71. I can go with that. We'll go 71 from 36.03. like it up here. It's really struggling to get up. Yeah, I like it there. We're gonna hold that. We're gonna take our hit if it knocks us out up there. Trade, live for another day. I really like this setup here. Pushing down 1.5p. Going 2p down from here, going after that pivot point down there. Pivot today is located at 35.24, right on top of that low. pause here and see what happens. All right, I don't really want to see it get above R1 right now again. That's what we're going to be holding. We want to look, hopefully the market will come down quickly towards pivot. Finally get a little sell off here. It's taken forever for it to go up. All right, so what's 1.5p from, that's at 73 mark. That's what we're still looking for, 73. $35.55. All right, so I want to come off about how far would I do want to be from that? I think we can run the pivot line. Last time we got to where, as low as we got, yeah. We could run pivot. All right, from 36.26, 35.90 is a 1p move, so we need to see at least that on this retracement. And we want to see 1.5p down here. And we got 35.55. I like that better right now, considering how bad I've been trading. That's a 2p down move. Alright, so where did we go this whole rally? Alright, so that went to, so 57. We'll call it 59. Actually, just call it 61. Make sure that if it pushes down underneath this, we catch it. And we get ourselves back to positive right now after being on the short stick, taking too much of a loss on that one trade. I'm going to see at least this here. That's a 1.5p move. We expect we'd be able to retrace 1.5. And then we have our target right here. You know, it might push 55. We'll hold 55. Call it 57, 59. I have no idea. We might push through there. Might push towards the settlement line too. Get underneath that by a tick. We'll be definitely protecting around that 73 mark coming down. See if we caught it today. Gotta shut down my system after this trade. It comes back now, then the down is in question. This is our best chance to come down right now, with maybe the exception of the last half hour of trading. Alright, so where are we going here? What kind of gap do we got going here? So we have this little area that can run down here. That's not bad. It puts us about 20, 24, 34, 44. So we want to be about 20 ticks away. Right on that settlement line. 47. That's about right. Going after the lows. I'm going to whipsaw movement, knock us out, and then come down. Seen that happen over and over and over again, haven't we? Alright, so we see that we've got some support that we need to bust. Looks like right in here, huh? That probably opens the floodgate down if we can get through it. We've been there how many times? Went up, down, down 2, down 3, 4 times through that point. If we can get down there again, I think we can we can win the day. All right, what do I not want to see? I don't want to see it get back up here. So let's protect 3807. Do not want to see it get back up here again. This puts it the whole trading day in question up there. Now what's the difference between 3609, 3607? There's not much difference. Took too much of a hit on that second trade today. Alright, so hopefully we can get through this line now. It'll come down here and get through here. We need it. We need it now. There's a little oomph to it. We need it now. Top out here. Come on down and get on down there. Put me in a bad spot today, losing too much on the second trade. Put me in a really bad spot. Well, well, well. Looks like a little bit of a parabolic move here. I'm hoping that was a false to just a retest to come back down quickly. This happens so sometimes that you see the market go up here to retest and then it'll sell off. So what we're looking for now, we'll go 49. This has got to move quick now. So this is the test. They tested down here. Now we should be able to break through. Better way of maybe looking at it right now would be a Fibonacci extension. So let's find out where the 100% is now. $35.81. Damn, it just doesn't want to go. Oh, one freaking trade today. Second trade's kicking my ass today. Took too much of a hit on that second trade. God dang it. Things hunky-dory until you're not doing good. Alright, I need to get rid of a bunch of lines here. I need to get rid of all of these diagonal lines today. They're not going. That one's actually kind of important. Pause. Not real happy with myself today. You know, honestly, this looks like a market that's ready to go into the gap. It's accumulating, trying to get enough to get into that gap. So I know it's going to sell off into it. Things is above my pay grade right now. Taking too much of a hit on that second trade. That's what's bothering me. More than anything right now. This one right here. What's bothering me about my trading today is
getting in on this one here and taking way too much of a hit on it. I should have, yeah, that's what's weighing on me right now. That's my mistake on the day. I'm trying to get back that mistake, but I also turned over my 10-minute egg timer twice now to stop myself from doing anything stupid, because I've got the market is not going down. At least not, it isn't. I mean, it is not going down right at this point. It's going to trade probably up into the high of session up here at least. Put itself into that gap again. Opening trade was probably the catalyst that started off this whole thing, though. Need to go back and look at volume and see where we are. Kind of calm now, finally. I think I caught this one, 701. Yeah, now we have that bar needs to replace one of the reds. So lowest red is 652, so we're going to put 499 in there. Now we do have, finally, with that bar there, we physically have our first time that we're above 500 today. So maybe we take one shot at it and only been down a couple ticks, and then waited for something good to come. And has something good come? Not really. So if I stop trading right now, I'm still up 147.8, and today is a day that got away from me. I hate doing this, but I got to. I'm going to look at the last 30 minutes of trading. I screwed up this session itself, and I'm only down 23 ticks. So I took some really nice shots for the market that if it was going to come down, we took some really good shots at the market coming down. My second trade right here, that's the one I want back. I have that one back. I'm probably not taking some of these others, and I'm sitting maybe down maybe 5-6 ticks as opposed to 23. Alright, so I'm going to call it for now. We'll look at the last half hour of trading, close 30. So for now, let's write down our results. I got 5 trades on, minus 23 ticks. And I'm sitting at 3147.80 in step 2 on day 2. I'm not real happy with myself right now. Five trades, minus 23 ticks. Cooler heads will whatever. I'm calling it for now. All right, so let's save settings, minimize everything, and not worry about it until the 1 to 1:30 mark Central Time. So that's about, it's almost 10:30, 11:30. That's like 2.5 hours away in that last half hour. Bye for now.